Good afternoon, my fellow Lymies and chronically ill and invisible illness family. Also, I want to say hello to, I think her name was Claire. I can't remember your last name, hon. You posted on some of my old posts, so hopefully that helped you out. And keep watching. Thumbs up that you actually related. That was great. So thanks for I think it's actually 3 new subscribers, which I don't really care about the subscribers, but if you got low subscribers, I do know they will boot you off too. I am a little worried about this midday post. I think it's a midday post. My last post, I'm a little worried that they may flag it because I put the THC word in there, and I don't know. I'm waiting to either be flagged, or if I do, I may take it down. If somebody has some issues, not you guys, just, to be safe. Be precautious. Unfortunately, I took pictures with my phone. Insert bullet. Because I can't. Fortunately, I obviously deleted my Facebook Messenger, excuse me, off of my phone, so I got to re-download it. Yeah, re-download it. I had a squirrel right here. I could spit on him. On my tree. Then I had this big old woodpecker out in my yard. These freaking little wren, finches, whatever, wrens. Yes, again, Lainey, I know you said tell him to play a song I could sing. Well, you know what song I want to hear? Hakuna Matata. Ain't no past, means no worries. I want that song. Or, I don't want that. I want a lovely bunch of coconuts. We all enough coconuts as it is. Let's see here. Power came on almost an hour and a half, 2 hours after I did my last vlog and uploaded it, and it's a little after 5 right now. But I had recorded and filmed the squirrel here on the tree, which I still got all of it. I just can't upload it. Then I had this big old woodpecker out here in my yard, and he's one of them sitting right here up on my bench. That's the kids are all broke. One's sitting right there, driving me nuts. Then just animals everywhere making noise. They Twitter-pated, they happy, they excited. Can I have some? But my day since my last post, I sat calmly. I didn't do nothing. Finally having my second cup of coffee for the day. I will say, without mentioning the words, just in case I do get flagged from the last video for mentioning that. Oh no, wait, I forgot. Let me explain, guys. Over the weekend, my husband, and by the way, YouTube, this is legal in all 50 states, so don't be flagging this. CBD. That is, it's not marijuana. It's just it's without the THC. So, and let me just put a little and put there. But Saturday, yeah, it was Saturday. My husband went and picked up the CBD gel that you can put on your body. Which I will say, last night he slathered me in the gel on my back, and that did work. It eased the spasms up and the knots I had. Yeah, I keep looking over because these birds. That did help. I put it on my hips earlier this morning, and I did feel the penetration of the tingling, but my bone, the depths of the, what is it, Babesia and Bartonella, that Lyme co-infections that has dug into my bone so deep, especially my hips, and from here down of my spine, is so burrowed in deep, it just can't penetrate. It can penetrate. Now, when I put it on my knees, above my knees, it did help. The hip part was, no, it did not help. It was like icy hot as far as I'm concerned when it comes to my hips. But when I put it on my shoulders and my husband put it on my back, I will give credit to that. I had forgot all about, I had diclofenac arthritis patches. I don't remember if I even said anything. I put one on each butt, well, each hip. Now, those actually did work. Then I had to go pee, and as I pulled it down, they came off and would not re-stick. So I'm like, screw it. So, but those were helping minus everything else this stressful day. But I stayed here, or I went in the house. Didn't do nothing stupid, just relaxed. My bone pain is slowly coming back. So I'm going to put it so I'm not red flagged. It is wearing off after 12 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of that quick of a hit I'm going to put. So, and it started wearing off, and I was starting to feel my bones achy again about for 30, 45 minutes ago. So that was a plus, but now it's not a plus. So I'm right back to I can feel it coming back, which I'm not happy about at all. But no, I just chilled for the rest of the afternoon because it has just been such a frustrating, aggravating, hate you Monday day. I mean, I'm not even, because I've got, over the weekend I had spotted my opiate lettuce. That's opium. There's a lettuce that grows wild. I will actually take pictures when I get done here and upload them. But once I get the app, download it again. But and so you could tell the difference because the stalks have purple on it, and it's opium lettuce, and it's what's the word? Starts with an M. You can get addicted to it, but it's I keep saying methane, and that's not the word. But it's an opiate lettuce, and you can eat the leaves, and it don't have that much opium in the leaves. It's the stalk. You dry out, get the resin out of it, and everything. So, I'll have to take some pictures of that. But today I've noticed blankets of pollen just blowing by in the wind. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm doing this because I'm not really... And with the roses and the everything blooming out here and just, oh. But other than that, I just sat here. I chilled. I relaxed. Oh, let me grab it real quick so I can tell you. I did call my insurance company. Well, not the insurance company that canceled me. I ended up calling finally. Answered to one of the constant non-stop phone calls. And, let me pull this out. Now, I don't like one part of it, but then in the end, it's okay. And it's a PPO, but it's a $1,500 deductible. But what I like about that, I pay $251 a month, but instead of paying, what is it at my one doctor's, $110 for the visit, I'd pay $35 for the doctor visit. Instead of paying the $500 and something for the bone pills I really, really need. Instead of paying straight out cash, I would pay $8 a prescription. And for my specialist doctors that I have to go to, they would be $50 each visit. So, and each time I get a prescription, because I've never had to get insurance. I never had to really deal with that. You know, I always had somebody else that had insurance, but I never really had to worry about the legitimates about it. So everything I purchase or go to and see through the insurance company goes towards the deductible. Once I reached that $1,500 deductible, and I laughed. I had to. I can't remember the guy's name because he's singing in the background while he's got me on hold, but he don't. And I'm hearing him la da 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 da. And then I go singing, shake it off, shake it off. No lie. Now, so once I reach the $1,500 deductible, I go into a secondary co-insurance. And the secondary co-insurance, then I'll have two forms. But my secondary co-infections, yeah. My secondary co-insurance will pick up and will pay 80% of everything, and I only pay 20% then. But even though they pay the 80%, that 20% I pay is still what I read out. 50 for specialists, 35 for normal doctor's visits, $8 prescriptions. That's my 20%. That's how he figured out what the 20% would be for me. So I'm like, well, that's not bad at all. I'm like, oh, how much is it? And he's like, told me $251. I said, okay, well, then I want it, because I've been finding horrible deals. So they gave me the number, and it's something Tennessee Gold for my type of issues, because he ended up asking, well, why did they cancel you? What, do you have any health issues? I laughed. And he's like, okay, well, what's wrong? I started reading them out. And he laughed. He said, okay, that's good enough. I said, honey, I've got a notebook full of issues. I said, and it's not my issues. I said, they're diagnosed issues. So you don't want to go there. He's like, yes, you definitely have to have insurance. You shouldn't have been dropped, but new state laws and all this crap. So, husband comes home. I'm going to have him dish out the credit card. And I'm going to get my insurance. They says it as soon as they pay for it, what they'll do is give me a temporary ID number and to use until my card comes in. And I'm like, oh, that would be a blessing. Which I did have other blessings outside of what I discussed that I did. It's just I cannot really discuss it on here. I really can't. I don't want to get nobody in trouble or myself. Hold on, guys. My phone's ringing. Alright. Sorry about that. So, I can discuss that privately messages, but if you want to know what the extra perk was today, silver lining, I'm just not going to discuss it on here. Outside of that, I mean, it's got nothing to do with any of what I said earlier on my vlog. But yes, I was enraged. I was furiating. I could burn the house down, blow my car up, and just walk off. That's how infuriating this Monday was. But I am going to say I send all my prayers to everybody, because I know, Jen, you had the same issues I did last night, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have them again tonight. Why? Because the pain, my bone pain is coming back. And the only thing is nothing really penetrates it. Now, my husband said he will do the T-touch if I need it tonight. And last night he did it while he was massaging me with the CBD oil. And he's like, I'm so afraid I'm going to break your back. Because my back is so fragile, guys, that when I lay down on the floor on my stomach, and he goes lightly putting his hands on each side of my lumbar, on the backstrap part, my back starts cracking, not intentionally. So it's so hard for him to be able to massage me, because by him lightly massaging me, it causes my back to snap, crack, and pop, and then puts me in more pain, or it shoots pains in my kidneys, up in my guts, you name it. But I do know, Jen, my prayers are being sent out to you. Like I said, I do know you and I both went through the same thing last night. I do know I'm going to go through it again tonight, because no relief in sight. Also, Jamie Rakowski, I know you got some GI issues going on today, and my prayers are being sent to you. Me and you talk, so yeah, honey. You like I said, I know you used to take them. You don't have to have gas to take Gas X. Let me explain something. When you have SIBO and Crohn's and all these numerous buttloads of gut issues, sometimes it's not gas that's got you bloated. You're just bloated from all the infection, Candida, Babesia, Bartonella, you name it. Well, sometimes the medicine, and I can't take antacids at all, even though they told me to take omeprazole. I think that's what it was called, which now I found it's over the counter, so I ain't paying for it prescription-wise anymore. I'm supposed to take, but I can't take antacids, you know, over the counter, pop in your mouth, Tums, stuff. But when you do take it's called, I think, Gas X or Gas Relief, whatever that is, whether it's the melts, the chewables, or the swallows, I do realize the Gas X capsules and the swallowable Gas X legit name seem to work better for me than the meltables and chewables, but each person is different. But you don't have to have gas or bloating to have to take it. And I take it, and I'm going to have to say thanks to Mike Fives, who no longer is here anymore, who was the one that discussed it, and I've got to give him props on that because it relieves the pressure of feeling like you're being squeezed. So, I mean, you don't have to have gas to take Gas X when you have gut issues. It seems to help. But, I'm just glad the day's almost over. I'm still clear-headed, but it's not a full clear-headed. It's like, cut this part of the head. So, from, you know, all the way straight back. This is like in Wonderland, not spacey that way, like earlier, kind of talking. I mean, it's still in the phases of trying to dig out of the mud, which always half of my brain is always somewhere in the mud because it never gets fully comprehensible. But other than that, I didn't accomplish what I accomplished by learning a hospital is a no-no. The rules and laws have changed so much with opiate drugs or any shots. And yes, Bill, I didn't want to do a steroid shot either, but I knew it was that or Z-Packs. That's what they used to do for me, is give me steroid shots. And if they didn't do those, they did the some other form of a steroid shot that wasn't called, I can't remember what it was called, something injections. I can't remember the name for anything. They'd last about 3 to 4 days. You feel great. You could do cartwheels, jump off the roof, and then you pay for it all 4 days later. So I'm pretty sure them were good shots too. But I know they mess up with your immune system. So, and I did have to turn them down on taking the Toradol shot because my records show it's not effective for me. So I wasted a trip seeing them. But I've learned. But there was a blessing when I come home, minus what I discussed about the THC part. There was another blessing on the sideline that that by me discussing with my neighbor about my insurance and the issues at hand and what I was going through. She had a grandfather who died of Lyme disease too. Well, it was the co-infections. And, because they didn't treat him. So by me discussing all that, there was a blessing that came through discussing it and talking to her about it that I can't really discuss on here. I really, really can't. I don't need people at my door. That's all I'm going to say. So that was a blessing in disguise, even if it's 7 to 10 days. That's a blessing in disguise. And no, I'm not talking about THC. Yes, guys, I will say I have almost 5 hours of relief. But if when I get the insurance, I got to go back to peeing. So I can't get my pain pills until I'm good and clean. Well, I'll tell my doctor what I had to do because, I mean, it's the state's fault. But I would never go to that. Why? Because smoking grass and medical marijuana really messes with me. But that was the first time I ever tried whatever that wax stuff is. You know, 1 second inhale. And so that didn't give me any reactions. It really didn't. I didn't get the munchies. That was a plus. But I would never go back to that because I don't want to have to do that. But if I could not get insurance no matter what for 6 months or whatever, yeah, this girl is going to do what she has to. You've got to stoop sometimes so low in the bucket to get some form of relief. And if that means in a way that's not supposed to be done, well, you're going to take the chances, aren't we? Sometimes we do steep to the bottom of the bucket to find any form of relief. Like Jen, right now, I know you're dealing with exactly what I'm dealing with right now in bone pain. I'm okay right now because I'm still, minus the bones, are coming back. Sometimes all you want to do is just, no, if I don't care what it is, if I could get my hands on it, I'd do it right now. I'd do anything right now just to get it to ease off. Well, that's the bottom of the bucket. When we get to the bottom of that bucket, bottom of that barrel, that's freaking sad that our government and our states and our legislation has allowed us to get that far. So, and you wonder why so many people are druggies and everything is selling drugs to all these chronic invisible illnesses and Lyme patients, because they have no other where to go, nowhere to turn. I'm not counting me, I'm just saying, but that's pretty sad. So sometimes you get to the bottom of the barrel and you've got to do what you got to do to get through. As you know, the hospital ain't going to help you get through. So other than that, Jamie, hopefully your guts will feel better for the night. Claire, I think that was your name, Sugar. Again, when you watch this one, apple cider vinegar. It'll help you, I promise. Because this, you're not the first one who's asked me that question, and it actually was a good result. But other than that, guys, hopefully you felt your shimmy, your shake, your sprinkle, your sparkle, your silver lining. My second silver lining for the day. I had 4.5 hours of no bone pain. I can't promise later. I know it's coming back. So, other than that, God bless you guys. And I will try and upload the squirrel and all that once I download my app. Other than that, guys, God bless. I love you. And if you ever need to talk, I'm here.